Hey everyone, it's Just Stone here, back again with another video, and today it's going to be a special one because finally Josh Kroenke's words delivered on Arsenal fans to be excited, and we finally signed, it's official, Arsenal Football Club have finally signed Nicolas Pépé. So this comes after the rumours that Arsenal were bidding or linked to Wilfried Zaha of Crystal Palace. At the moment he's still there, Everton may be making a move for him. But we've gone and signed someone else. Now, there's quite a few positives out of this, I think. First of all, let me just first admit, I don't know a lot about Nicolas Pépé. I don't really follow the world of football other than like the Premier League and Arsenal, maybe like, say, Barcelona, Real Madrid here and there. But I've heard very good things about this guy. I've seen, you know, as all football experts do, I've seen videos of him on YouTube and he does look very prolific. Pacey winger, something that we need. Apparently he scored 22 goals in the season for Lille last season. And that's just as a winger, you know, he was only surpassed by Kylian Mbappe, I believe. And let's think, so if we've got, say, Aubameyang, Lacazette and Nicolas Pépé now up front three, that should be quite, you know, quite lethal. But obviously we're going to move on to it a little bit later. We still need to sort out the defence. But anyway, talking about Nicolas Pépé, now this is great, first of all, because it seems like we're getting a quality player. He's only 24 years old, he's still got lots of time to develop, and hopefully that does happen, you know, it's not just sort of big money deal and things go a bit pear-shaped. I always think about Andre Arshavin, he wasn't, you know, it wasn't a big money deal compared to some of the deals now, but, you know, he was a big thing to start with, but then he just went flat after that. It's just the first name that came into my head. But I do want to say one other good thing I do like about this. Gosh, I'm all over the place. I haven't got this scripted, so you can tell this is all improvised. So Nicolas Pépé signed him for, the figures reportedly, £72 million. The good thing about this is that it seems like we weren't restricted to a 45 million transfer budget as reports seem to suggest. But main good things about this is that Arsenal have gone out and signed someone who's not sort of being pushed out the club. So if you could sort of think of, say, Mesut Ozil or Alexis Sanchez, they were sort of like out of favour at Real Madrid and Barcelona respectively. It's not as if Arsenal went out and out to go and sign them. It's like, you know, they were available and they brought them in and they were good signings at first, especially with Alexis Sanchez. But no, it seems like Nicolas Pépé, you know, he had a great season last season, I believe. Why would Lille want to get rid of him? So it seems like Arsenal have gone out there, they've identified someone that they really want, and they've gone for him, and it looks like they've finally got their man. Nicolas Pépé signing for Arsenal. So another good thing that this sort of brings about is that I guess Josh Kroenke wasn't lying. You know, this is a significant name player, not just someone mediocre or someone, you know, like we might not have heard of, or, you know, who was out of favour somewhere, like I've just said. So it seems like he wasn't lying for once, and that's great to see. Let's hope this continues. Like, this isn't just a thing to get fans off their back. You know, we want to see now the progression of the club, not just signing the players. They've got to perform. That's down to the players and the coaching, I suppose. The whole mentality of the team has to change. They've had a pretty good pre-season. They've only lost, what, officially, let's say 2 games. They lost to Lyon the other day in the Emirates Cup. And I suppose they lost on penalties to Real Madrid. Yeah, so that really needs to, you know, no pun intended, that they need to pep up there. Terrible. But yeah, moving on, I just want to say as well that the defence still needs to be sorted out. Although I am, you know, happy that we've signed someone like Nicolas Pépé, considering like other teams weren't interested in him. I still think we should have prioritised the defence first. Perhaps, hopefully we will. There's talk about Daniele Rugani, I hope I said his name correctly, from Juventus. He's sort of a bit on the fringes there, and there's talk about Arsenal thinking about taking him on loan. Now, obviously, like I said, I don't really follow the world of football outside of England and such. So I have to look at, you can't really look at stats, say, for example, on the internet and say like, oh, they had a great game, unless you really drill down into like the tackling, blah, 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 which I haven't done. Could be more prepared for this. But anyway, this is going to sound so silly, but in one of the Football Manager games, I'd heard about him, signed him, he was a good player. So I'm quite happy about that. I've heard other, you know, people saying that like what other top class defenders are there out there? And that's kind of a good point. So someone like Regani, I'm quite content with that. Arsenal definitely need to do something, considering there's reports that Mustafi might be on his way out. Whether he stays or not, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. But Koscielny as well, you know, what's going to happen with him? He's been throwing his toys out the pram. I don't think he'll really be welcome back. He hasn't come out and apologized or anything whatsoever, as far as I'm aware. So that's really bad. And I would imagine he's gonna go, and hopefully we do get some money out of it so we can invest it back into the club. You know, not just give in to his demands of like terminating his contract so he can go on a free. Fuck that. But yeah, it's official. We're gonna see him in this kit next season. I am curious to know, at the time of recording this, what number he's going to wear for Arsenal Football Club. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do. I really do hope, and I'm sure all the Arsenal fans hope that he can sort of recreate, you know, what he's done already, live up to his reputation and just get better from there, you know. All the best to him, really. You know, I hope he doesn't, you know, crumble mentally under the pressure, things like that. Let's wish him all the best. So anyway, guys, I would imagine this will probably be like the one and only big signing we're going to make now. I would assume that Wilfried Zaha's sort of the deal, any deal there is off. And I do have to feel sorry for him. If all this is true about he really wanted to come to Arsenal, and let's say we don't know the truth, but say Crystal Palace have just completely stopped that deal. If he goes to, say, for example, Everton, and he, you know, heart of hearts didn't want to be there, you got to feel for him a little bit, you know, considering he's a good quality player. He's a bit older than Pepe, so I think realistically Arsenal have gone for the better option. Considering as well, Crystal Palace was saying they wanted like 80 million odd, you know, 72 million is not far off. It's a bit shy of 80 million, but it's a little bit cheaper. So we're going to get a few more years out of Pepe as well. So yeah, I would imagine maybe like just, you know, if we're lucky, one more signing, maybe a loan signing, but I think defence is key right now. There's talk about we might get Sami Khedira as well. He's a midfielder, defensive midfielder, I believe, but they need to sort out the actual defenders, the centre-backs in the Arsenal team. Come on, something's got to give, man. This, at the end of the day, when I recorded my last video, the transfer window was looking pretty bleak. We've gone on and signed a couple more players after that, and it's turned out to be a pretty decent transfer window. But now the hard work begins on the pitch, you know, through the season. It's all well and good for everyone to get so excited, you know, fair enough, be excited a little bit, I suppose, living up to Josh Kroenke's words. But are we going to be in the same position, you know, come May 2020, like saying that we've ended up finishing bloody 5th or something like that, not even in Champions League? I suppose, realistically, if we get back into 4th place, that's definitely progression. But I still think, you know, considering Arsenal before dropping out of the Champions League, we're always finishing 4th. It would be so much sweeter to at least finish like, you know, 3rd or 2nd or something, even if we don't win the Premier League. I know you don't get anything much for finishing 3rd or 2nd, but at least you're back in the Champions League, and, you know, hopefully we can push on from there. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this here. Once again, it's official. Nicolas Pépé has signed for Arsenal. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment in the box below. Let me know if you're excited now. I'm quite excited, but like I say, I'm gonna try and put that to one side and focus on the season ahead. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.